The heat of the desert is where the Sun Devils thrive. Welcome to Tempe, Arizona, Mountain America Stadium, home to the Arizona State Sun Devils and the rich legacy formed by the likes of Frank Kush, Jake the Snake, and Pat Tillman. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. The Broncos will put total leather to crank us up. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Arizona State's offense will have the football first. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they faced this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenge.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
Find space on the right. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
Talking to the coaching staff coming into this game, they said explosive plays are going to be big for us. When we get our opportunities, we got to be able to hit on them, and you saw one right there that time, doing it on the ground on the opening drive of the game. That just shows you this offense, they are locked in and in tune and on the same page early.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. The coverage team maintained his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Boise State's offense will get the ball for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Looking to throw, it's Madsen. Fires left. Got his man. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Sherrod. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And the Broncos come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. He'll keep it on the sneak. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. Punt is on its way. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
White 18,
Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Anderson. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Tight end finds a soft spot. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Here we go.
And the Sun Devils can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, it's Sims. Immediately fires to the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Sun Devils getting set on 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
Blue 82, Monster Indy. 82, Monster Indy.
Tight end now in motion. Trying play action. Fires to the right. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Catch in the middle, it's McClain. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Man, this guy's closing in quickly on 100 yards receiving. We're not even out of the 1st quarter yet. We knew he was going to be a big part of the game plan and the strategy, but every time they've looked his way, he has been making a big play, and that's something the defense, they have to be aware of moving forward.
And the Sun Devils need to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The Sun Devils started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Touchdown, Arizona State! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I absolutely love this play call. You still got a little bit of space while you're not too close to the goal line where you can run your big tight end right up the middle of the field, run the post route, throw it up to him, let him do the rest, and get the touchdown.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle.
14, Boise State, 0.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Dropping back, it's Madsen. Makes the catch, it's Marshall. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route, understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole play.
You know, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play.
Turning it on. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. The Broncos are moving quickly down the field.
Obviously, third downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the first down, moving the sticks, fresh set of down, continue to wear on this defense.
And the Broncos with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
Second down coming up.
Leaves it with the back. And that defense just ran through that offensive front. He broke a couple of tackles, but nowhere to run. The Broncos come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Fires to the tight end. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. First down for this offense. Gonna run it. It's Riley. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Madsen. Makes the grab. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI.
Pass interference. Offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So now to start the 2nd quarter, they'll line up and try a field goal. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. Just drives it between the uprights. Now the lead is down to 11. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills.
He's got it on the left. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Looking to pass, it's Sims. Finds his big tight end. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Sun Devils come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Gonna look downfield again. And that's gonna fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. After the incompletion on 2nd down, it's 3rd and inches. Wants to throw on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. They'll try to sneak it.
And 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
Caught over the middle. It's McClain. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Brings up.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver, because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The Sun Devils trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Brings up.
Second and goal coming up. To throw, it's Sims. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Number 0.
Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Boise State 3.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get it. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab, it's Marshall. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Plucks it out of the air. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Reads it, fires complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Back to pass, it's Sims. Complete. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
First down.
Let's go. To the air on first down. Pulls it in. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
Snagged in the middle, it's McClain. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Sun Devils come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Motion from the back. Off play action. Got it in the middle, it's Tyson. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Grabbed drive over the middle. It's Brown. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. After that last completion, it's second down. Wants to keep it in the air. Tight end getting vertical. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. The quarterback takes a knee.
It don't even matter, baby. It don't matter. It's okay.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Sims. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. So you get stuffed on 1st down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now in this second play, but what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real...
Trying to get it in. Touchdown, Arizona State! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Right on the money.
That's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into, and you want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The kick is on its way. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
You know, we're only in the first half of this football game, and already this offense has had tons of success throwing the football. The defense has to disrupt his rhythm, and they finally do there, getting the sack. They've given up 3 TD passes. Let's see if they can continue with the pass rush moving forward.
Brings up 3rd down.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Tempe. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to Frank Cush Field inside Mountain America Stadium.
Halftime report, Kevin. And the Sun Devils will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 5. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Looking for a man, it's Madsen. This time he's got his man. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Picks up 4. Third down.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and that receiver might have used a push-off to get free. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the Broncos send out the punt unit. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done, though.
Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll leave it with him. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Grab near the marker. It's McLean. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Rides the back on the option, the give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Off the play fake. Grabbed behind the line, it's Anderson. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long, this one from the 44. Looking downfield, it's Sims. He's going to throw deep right side. Got it inside the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
The extra point.
And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Boise State ready to send out that offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Trying to give them some room to work with. Stop just short of the 20. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 19.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
Power football with the run. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs, really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation where you had to throw the football.
Now on first down from the 28. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the ground, he's got it again.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Madsen. He's got him in the flat. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. He'll throw on 3rd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And that's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
The Broncos are rolling down the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Breaks into the open. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Catch in the middle. It's Marshall. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
2nd down coming up.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking for a man, it's Madsen. Unloads to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Right down the middle. Finds a tight end. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, They haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Got the quick pass. Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The Broncos with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He'll keep it himself. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand this, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
And the Broncos really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Surging forward on the sneak. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
To the air, it's Madsen. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll give it to the back. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him, and they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here late.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Broncos! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Number 3.
You want something to be able to feel positive about after this game, and maybe that late touchdown will do it.
And Reese, I'm positive that stat counts on my stat line. Keep playing. Keep piling up those stats. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
They'll try to tack one more on their score.
The extra point.
And the extra point cuts into the lead just a touch, 35-10. So the 16-play drive, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Quarterback on the keeper. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
Man, these read options are so hard to diagnose, just like right there. He picks up a little chunk of yards, not a big chunk, but it's so easy when you run the read options.
Why is that? Why is it easy?
Because if you want to play fast to the football, well, then fine, I'm going to pull the ball right now and to use your aggressiveness against you. But if you want to sit back, then fine, I'm going to give the ball right now and get a little chunk of yards.
runs through a tackle.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
The Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. To the air, it's Sims. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
I think in this situation after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
And the Sun Devils will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. He'll pull it on the read. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
The sure hands, it's Marshall. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game, but as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game, taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. They want that clock to run. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And this defense and their team, honestly, has just built some momentum here in this 4th quarter, man. And I'm interested to see this offense and if they can respond, if they can be physical, if they can run the football, they can make some plays here in this 4th quarter.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. It's Brown. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.